Episode 5.
That's right, Sunday Fun Day.
They call me 3-piece. Biscuit up.
That's right, the original 3-piece. We are here with Little Mattress. We have Cheddar Mike, and I am Ray Finkel. Super Bowl Sunday, Ray Finkel. What you know about Ray Finkel?
Laces out.
So
Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is Finkel. And that works in real life, too, because what's the pop girl's name that dates everyone? She's real skinny, real blonde. Taylor Swift. Have you ever seen Taylor Swift and Machine Gun Kelly in the same room at the same time?
I believe it.
Whoa.
They're the same person.
Official.
Look
It's
it
official.
up.
You
That's
see.
what you call...
Stick 'em.
Yeah,
You got to work on the volume on that, but we can say officially, so it's official. If you've been tuning in, Lil Matt has actually earned his tinfoil. We got to get a tinfoil Scully on that one.
Yes.
So that was major. But
Can we get a tinfoil do-rag?
We could probably do that too. But it's Sunday. It's the Super Bowl. Everyone good. Had a good week.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I know I did my Uber thing. Super Bowl coming up. I was thinking about it. I'm not really excited at all. But I don't know. Whoever really is, right?
I understand. I don't know if we got to talk about that. It's okay. Vikings out. You were right. You called it. They choked. It's okay.
But speaking of calling it, you know what I'm saying, and I do have some premonitions and guesses though. But what are your guys' thoughts?
Tell.
Do we have a winner? I mean, I think
You're seeing
you're
seeing it right here. You know the winner, man.
You know, Cheddar Mike rides the Patriots. You know,
it's not Machine Gun Kelly. It's Machine Robot
Tom Brady. That's
Hello.
right. Tom Brady
Come
is a robot. You know what I'm saying?
Jeez.
And that's something that I want to get to the bottom of. Again, I'm planting seeds out there.
It's not Tom Jones. It's Tom Clone.
It was a news story that came out.
The baby story. We got to touch on that. We didn't touch on that, right? You talk about the baby story,
I'm
Tom Brady
about,
in the interview.
I'm talking about Tom Brady kissing his kid on the mouth way too long and way too old of an age. That shit was weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's to the point where like I guess they did a
How old is this child?
documentary
6?
on him. I'm not sure, but it was like way too old to like, and it was just a bad situation. And perhaps they do it in their personal life, and there's probably nothing creepy about it. It just looked really bad in the still
Sound
image.
bites. Yeah.
And because it wasn't like Tom Brady came to the kitchen, gave his kid a kiss. It's like Tom Brady's laying down, and his kid like gives him the.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. In Cheddar Mike was talking about it's coming in the age and enlightenment of this dirty world that's about to be uncovered. As much as I hate Tom Brady, I don't think that he's one. You know what I'm saying? The man's got the lot. You know what I'm saying? He's got Giselle. So
I don't think he's doing anything crazy. It just looked crazy.
Yeah. But speaking of what I thought partially looked crazy, I want to stir up Cheddar Mike for a minute. Stir him up just a little bit. Like I said, we do have the Super Bowl, but the State of the Union we had. Did you listen to that?
I did listen to it. I liked how not one. Well, there were a few Democrats that stood up, but majority of the time it was like a big psych out. Like, okay, president's gonna speak. Let's just not stand.
Well, let me ask you this
see
though.
if he stutters and stumbles.
This wasn't your. I mean, you've seen other State of the Unions. Can you recall?
To be honest with you, I can't recall too many. Just because
that's kind of the common thing, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it's
course,
like
of course.
like. Again, I think it's scripted,
one thing is, but when the president mentions about people that their daughter's been victimized by murder, if you can't even stand for that, I mean, come on now. If you can't unite over anything.
Well, that's the thing is that they already made their decision on what they're going to do, regardless of what he said. He could have been like, hey, man, I got the plan. We're going to save it all. And then people would still just – if he could have given the most eloquent speech and described it perfectly without any Trumpisms involved, and it's still – they make the choice to stand or sit before, it even happens.
And like I said, you touched on what I want to do get to right now. I think my takeaway from it, because, again, there's no other type of – I think the message in that one was nationalism. You know what I'm saying? I'm hidden behind patriotism, and that's a scary thing. But it's that was my takeaway from it. I saw Hillary was back, right? Because we're going to release the memos.
Oh yeah, release the memos. A lot of people are upset right now with pretty much everything the Democrats accuse the Republicans, the Democrats are doing pretty much, and it's all out in the obvious now. But we'll see what happens next 7 years, because I think Trump's gonna make it. You're gonna see a lot of dumping the nasty garbage, and I think a lot of countries are gonna look at America like, all right, they may have maybe lost a little face with us, but they're gonna see us changing, and some countries will help us, I think.
Because I've only seen the headline. Do you know what is supposed to be in the memos?
So inside the memos talks about, I I didn't read it all. Honestly, I get half my information from YouTube,
Bars.
Twitter,
Bars.
and other people that read things.
Bars.
But supposedly, for me, what I got from the memo was pretty much Democrats paying people, the Clinton Foundation paying people to make fake. Hang on, he wants to know what I think.
No, I can
to make fake information so that they could get a FISA to pretty much surveil Trump and a lot of people, and this has been done plenty of times. This ain't the first time.
Right.
The first time
It was openly exposed of like this is bought and paid for by Hillary Clinton.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Which
like,
wasn't mentioned to the judges.
Well, it didn't.
That's also in there.
Here's in the defense of
So
judges.
hey, I got all this evidence, but by the way, I'm not going to tell you where it came
It's not up.
paid for by
It's
who.
not up to the judge to. You have to come to the judge saying that I've done my checks. You know what I'm saying? Like what I'm about to present you is correct. But that's on the part of the on the judges. But yeah, no, I think it's again, Clinton's corrupt. But can we get over that? You know what I'm saying? Can you? I don't know. I say let's lock her up. And you don't think Trump should be locked up too? Like the whole tax thing. Like
Right now, no, I don't. He didn't do anything wrong. Why would he be locked up?
I think the tax thing that was the classic don't hate the
I
player,
mean, that's
hate
just.
the game.
That's all pieces of it. Like he's not. Like I said, let's.
I
if
see
you're
where you're
alive
coming
and you're
from.
guilty, like then
The
lock
biggest
them
thing
all
you're
up. Then
upset right now. Well, I don't know about you, but you're saying the biggest thing to be mad about is his taxes. That's the biggest
no,
thing?
I'm not. I'm saying that criminal acts should not go. People keep talking about we're a country of law.
Yeah, I think justice is about time it comes out, and if we got to.
But you can't have one side, one party that says, trying to more or less mask themselves as the heroes and parties of justice, and you can't turn blind eye on what you have done.
Yeah.
I mean, they want to talk
if
about
someone
Bible.
brings out video of Trump doing something wicked and nasty, yeah, so be it. He's gonna burn for it. But right now we have information on other people about other people that are nasty and dirty. So we'll see when it comes out, and we'll look back at this and be like, holy shit, Trump ain't as dirty as people think, and a lot of other people are Democrats. He's demons.
I
Smell like sulfur.
And I think he's
Where's my hat?
I think Donald's in that clan.
Possibly.
But
you see Donald kissing baby photos of Ivanka for probably way too long. Who knows? I mean, you've seen all these things. I mean,
well, that's what I'm
we're
saying.
living in a really screwed up world. Well, that's another thing coming out with this whole big blowout thing for the government. They're going to be talking about how brainwashing with the media, how there's subliminals, and in the future they're going to be regulating all scripts and writings about stories and
But
the
this
words
is-
used about. It's gonna be crazy.
This
crazy,
is-
crazy censorship, crazy. And exposing all the horrible, nasty shit that we're not even aware of. Remember, like, holy shit, they did that too.
But
A lot of people are gonna finally be like, okay, all this conspiracy stuff was too much, but then they're gonna be forced to swallow it.
Because it's all been happening though. You know what I'm
They're
saying? I
gonna
think
be
it's
forced to
just in
swallow it.
different forms.
Well, that's one thing that I think about often is there anything that can stop the world anymore for more than a day?
Yeah.
Intervention from outer space, God, aliens. That's the only.
Which
thing.
is happening.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, if you think about it, like there's something we had that. What was it? The blue moon, the blue red, the big blue moon. Didn't we have something? You know,
There's a lot of things. If a lot of people believe in different things, so we'll see what
no.
happens.
Well, I'm just saying, if you looked outside on Wednesday,
Yeah.
there was like a really big like colored moon. Anyhow,
Ooh.
but speaking of science and stuff, tonight Super Bowl Sunday, there's that big asteroid that's like going to be coming close to the Earth. So that'd be interesting if that has any impact on what's going on.
That's gonna affect the football.
You know.
Yeah, I was gonna say see if
Everything,
that
though.
inflates and
Yeah.
deflates the football.
Right?
Because Tom Brady is an alien,
Asteroid Gate.
Asteroid
He is.
Gate. I like it.
It's possible. It's possible that could change the tilt of the axis. And,
Did you see? There's that video of the NFL's been fixed for the last 20 years for Tom Brady. It's crazy, but sometimes I mean you hate seeing penalties and things always seem to fall the dude's way. You
Yep.
know, is it not?
It's strange. Maybe we're living in a matrix where everything's pre-designed.
Right? And Trump's our president. Hello, can I get a bars?
Jeez, who knows? I mean,
It always does seem like, all right, there's 3 minutes left. They're down by 1 touchdown. Like, you don't even have to question it. Like, you know what's going to happen.
But did you see the little film? I thought it was made up,
I didn't
where
see
where
it,
the
no.
referee is like butting up like good game time, like after the game, after the drive, like Like, are we still having
I
like
don't know if
drinks
y'all
at your
saw, but
place?
supposedly there is a he was doing a speech with the press, and there was a guy in the corner. He was holding on to a memo, but it was his thank you speech for the MVP for the game already.
Yeah.
But I mean, is that something you automatically do just in case you do win? Is proper planning ahead of time? Or
I mean,
or
if
is that
anybody
guys-
if anyone would plan that far ahead, it would be Tom Brady.
Yeah.
right? I guess.
And it's
so.
probably a safe bet to think like, well, yeah, if we win this, I'm winning the fucking.
Yeah, but to have the speech though, to me, that's kind of like really in your
That's-
face. You know what I'm saying? Like I would like.
Is that planning to the point of like I'm planning to succeed?
I know,
that
yeah, it's
point.
a
Like,
hell of a book.
I'm
Him, Tony Robbins. You
I'm
know
sure
what I'm
that's all
saying?
done
Tony
by
Little.
the-
You know what I'm saying? Tony
corporate.
Danza.
You know what I hate that
You
comes
know?
out of all that ruins that has ruined
Tony
everyone's
Pena.
way of speaking. That Tony
Concussion.
Robbins shit is you will hear this all the fucking time. Does that make sense? Somebody will fucking say something to you and then they'll go, "Does that make sense?"
Yeah,
And
but see, I
fucking
do
Sometimes
that.
we gotta reaffirm.
I
like, they
hate that
understand
shit
the-
has
the
been
logic.
added into the fucking, lexicon because people think they sound smart by just saying, "Does that make sense?"
No, but see,
and
that-
I fucking hate it.
What
Would
if
I-
they say it? Does that make sense? Or does it have to be the fast? Does that make sense?
It's the same thing. Like it's something that doesn't mean it's how people say low key nowadays. When
Yeah.
like, yo,
It's like-
man, yeah, I low key took a shit in the front yard. That's not. There's nothing low key about that.
Yeah,
you know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah.
It's just the words don't mean anything anymore.
It's like baby
Does
fed
that
to
make
you,
sense?
treat you
Yeah,
like a baby.
that does
you
make
see, but see,
sense.
here's the thing though. I was all for that because I speak to people condescending at times. You know what I'm saying? So
Well-
like that's why like you're just like, all right, I'm gonna explain this to you. I'm gonna explain it to you simple. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
You're just
yeah.
like, oh wow, I'm woke.
I just,
you know?
yeah. Neil
I'm
deGrasse
woke,
just blew my mind
you
because
know?
he said, "Does that make sense to me?" 20,000 times.
Yep.
I appreciate him, but it does make sense though for low key. Because if you're low key taking a shit, you gotta get low.
Right.
Mm.
And the key
And
is,
the key is to get low.
Yeah,
So
right?
there's
Yeah.
bars.
The key.
But
is
what
the
we skipped over in the beginning,
the
if,
dookie.
for people that are listening, is
I know.
follow on Twitter at 3-Piece Biscuit.
Yes, sir.
At 3-Piece Biscuit. No, the number 3-Piece Biscuit.
Peace.
But
You'll
peace
find-
not like world peace, like peace like the individual piece.
An individual
Yes.
piece. Because there are
Yes.
3 pieces to the biscuit.
Like, I'm gonna tell you my piece. This little piece right here, PIECE.
But yeah, follow us on Twitter. There's always new stuff popping up on there. Follow me at Twitter at Lil Mattress, spelled correctly LILMATTRESS. Follow Chedda Mike on Twitter at Chedda Mike.
Praise.
And I'm still lost, trying to be found, but
We gonna get
Soon.
there.
we're gonna get there
Soon.
soon.
We gonna
soon.
get
So
there.
the world ain't ready for you yet. to be
No,
honest.
no. They've been sleeping, and
Yeah.
that's my favorite thing about woke. When woke came up, and people,
Yeah.
again, it's overplayed, but it's like, if you ready for some bars?
Let's hear him.
You want to be woke?
Let's do it.
Don't fall the fuck asleep. You know what I'm saying?
Sweat
What?
technique.
It was that simple. That was it.
No,
You want to be
sometimes
woke?
All you need is one.
Don't fall
Sometimes
asleep.
all you need is
Yeah.
one.
All you need
Right,
is
Mike?
one.
When I'll never forget the story that Mike told me that, in ciphers and stuff, we've all rapped at certain points in our life, and Mike was at some house party or something. The shits come up of, yo, do you rap, blah, blah, blah. Nah, man, I don't rap, but, I got, 4 punchlines that are crazy. And I'm like, I hate everyone.
Hey, I got so many stories. I don't remember half of them. Good
That's
times.
that's a good life, though. To me,
Yep.
that's always a good life. You know what I'm saying? When you reflect back on it.
Yeah. So
Those
did anyone
past
have
lives.
final Super Bowl? And does anyone potentially know of anyone that has any money on the Super Bowl?
No,
I got some money on the. I did the boxes, so you get the last digit numbers.
Yeah.
So
What
I
are you
need
shooting for?
7-0, 9-2, and 5-5.
Now, so
at the
seven.
end of the quarters, each quarter, if the score is the ending number is 7 or 0,
Oh, okay.
I get paid.
But
I
you
got-
need the teams to match, and it's always
yeah,
fun.
yeah.
You know,
It's a toss-up,
I was
yeah.
actually barred from the last one I played in.
Bar!
Yep, me and-
Why? Because you won?
yeah, we won 75% of the pool.
Wow.
So, but again, it's if people say, want to play the boxes, sure, yeah,
That's why I don't play no more because there's science. This dude's
I have
Finkel, right? Finkel.
Ray Finkel,
Finkel
laces
is a
out, Ray
genius
Finkel.
with
Laces
statistics,
out.
man. He's been doing the game
With
for
the
way
key
too long.
prediction before it ends, actually, I want to see because speaking of, I want to tie this into had a pretty good Uber and Lyft weekend. But I was picking up these, they were doctors or some type of students, and they were coming from this forum. And the lady, part of what they were talking about was being in another place. Like you set yourself now for a future place and little things that you do. You know, and again, you know, they always tell you like, you know, yeah, there's, you know, keys to life and everything, and you do this and everything will work out fine. But this lady was talking about put yourself in a different type of experience. You know what I'm saying? Where you're going to want to learn from it, and then when you get back to that, she's like, you will travel in time. Now, not to get like too caught up in it, but
Let's get
this
there.
lady was
already.
talking about time traveling.
what she's doing.
Everyone was getting it. I got it. By the time she got out of the car, I realized like I know this lady from somewhere. You know what I'm saying? Like it was all like, you know,
Stargate.
yeah, no,
Meant
yeah.
to be.
Yeah.
But
stuff.
it was crazy, right? Where's the crickets at?
Well, even I
not
no,
boo-boo
I was
stuff.
gonna say to add on to that, I blew my mind. I was watching The Amazing Race, and to get something deep on The Amazing Race was just crazy for scripted TV show. But
been watching that.
they had to do a contest, and something that came out of it was a deep quote that somebody said, not somebody on the show. It's like they had to figure out whatever puzzle to figure out the quote, and the quote was, "The meaning of life is that it stops." And I was like, bars. I couldn't believe it. You know, I liked it a lot. You know what I mean?
Like, they had to go through the telephones.
Yeah, through the telephones and shit, and then
200, 300 different phones all ringing like crazy, and they had to
Yep.
get 9 words or 7
yeah,
words.
and that was what came out of it. I forget the gentleman that actually made the quote. You know, somebody from a long time ago. But yeah, the meaning of life is that it stops. So that's a good thing to keep in your head of like when people do the man, what's the point? Blah blah blah. The point is that motherfucker is gonna come to an end. So
Yeah,
do
this-
some
yeah,
shit.
yep.
This
You
right
know?
here definitely will end.
I
Yeah.
think was it Goody Mob that said you gotta get up, get out, and get something.
Yeah. Hey, true.
So, but yeah, so if you want
Don't let the days of your
preach.
life pass you by. You gotta get up, get out, and get something.
Tell them.
I like that. Yeah.
Don't spend all your time.
Don't put all your eggs in it. Okay.
Exactly.
All right.
Right, but speaking of music, I guess, right? Goody Mob, any music news? We had the passing away of the legendary singer of the Commodores. I can't
man.
remember his name, but he's the one to that dope Get Money sample. Dum, 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 you know, Get Money.
Yep.
You all know that beat, right? Yeah, he passed away. That was very, very sad. Another sad thing was the R&B circuit that is coming around to the casinos here.
R&B, rhythm and what?
Where they
Rhythm
throw
and
on like
blues.
8 one-hit wonders, that type of thing.
Yeah, but and guys who had like certain like locks, I don't know, it just
Who we
feels
talking
like
about?
this is
Motown?
where I guess our or an 80s type of Motown, but Albie Shore, Casey and JoJo, Brian McKnight. It's funny like they're doing a tour again, and it was
Casey and JoJo reminds me of 7th grade dance.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm saying, like all because really that's the only other time that, and if you're at a wedding, you know what I'm saying, like
Yeah.
you'll hear any of that stuff.
Yep.
But yeah, I thought that was that'd be an interesting.
Casey and JoJo had their moment when that song came out, and it was like the hit for every wedding movie.
Oh yeah,
Well,
And then
yeah, they
after-
did the Jodeci thing, and you know they were they did their thing.
definitely. Well, a lot of those hip hop tours are packaged like that too. Like it'll be like DMX, EPMD, and then a ton of. I mean, no disrespect, but a ton of B-level,
Yes, yes. We actually have a
rap artists.
question on that. I wanna
Like
ask
Naughty
you
by
guys.
Nature will be on it.
Yeah,
and of course,
yeah.
they're legends,
Hey,
but
yeah.
they're
These are still good grades, man.
exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
No, they're still people. They're making money off
They're
their.
still passing.
They still
Yeah.
got to
Even the
get paid. I
C
hear you.
artists out there, some D artists out there doing
hear you.
alright. You know,
But it's
I-
cool to see like people finally at the age of 40 plus being like, hey, we could probably do this together and
Yeah,
make some money.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
cool to
yeah,
see.
yeah,
Like
yeah.
even last year, there was a tour. It was like Salt and Pepper, Vanilla Ice, Chub Rock. All those. Everybody.
It was
gets
almost like
together
they
and
put
does
the
it.
animosity aside. They probably blamed each other for their downfall.
Yep,
you know what I'm
yep.
saying? Like, you were all at that party too, Why was it me that got the pinch?
Yeah.
You could definitely see a lot of genres doing that, but it would be dope if they brought it to. Remember when like '97 they'd have the block parties?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if they. When's the last time they did that?
Block,
Do
who
they
knows?
still have the big block parties? I mean,
Well, I
last
think
time I remember block parties,
Lollapalooza-
Mariah Carey fucking it up hardcore live.
Dude, we have to get to a point where we realize that Mariah Carey, first of all, can't
Is a
sing
robot
anymore.
too.
And-
What you
No.
know?
No, she's
'Cause
just
we
a drunk
belong
lady that got fat,
together.
and
Yeah.
everyone pretends like they
That
don't
was
notice.
it. I know. Yeah, that's right. Look, jeans
the-
have more than
yeah.
one meaning. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
You
No,
know,
it's just like
and
maybe in 2018
she just
we-
didn't get a
we
good
could-
pair.
Maybe in 2018 we can reach a level of consciousness where we understand that, hey, just Mariah Carey can't sing anymore. Obviously, she can sing better than all of us, no doubt. I'm not
Yes,
saying anything
yeah.
like that. But when she gets on stage and she fucks up and blames it on everything else except for, hey, I can't sing anymore.
Yeah.
it's just one of those. Just hey,
You're
it
done.
happens.
You're
you
yeah,
know?
yeah. Well, she
Next.
hasn't admitted that she's human, you know?
Cut
Yeah,
the
yeah.
check.
She's not.
Yeah, that's wild. She's pretty much on the same level now as Madonna, right? Pretty much.
I don't think it's crazy to even say this. I don't think Madonna's like that mentally unstable though. Like,
I
Mariah
think they
Carey
are.
seems
I think they
mentally
are.
On the
unstable.
grades of artists, A, B, C, D, Madonna ranked to Mariah. What are we gonna evaluate them at here?
I think in their own genres, they both were A's.
Oh, of course, of course.
But do you
or
mean
a
nowadays?
DG plus in kindergarten, but
Yeah.
we'll see.
as far as like, should they be out
now,
in public?
right now, due to just what they're doing to ruin their careers. I don't know if they're ruining it. I think they're ruining it.
I think every time Mariah Carey goes on TV and sings, she's hurting her legacy.
Well, because we're
Because she
waiting.
can't sing live
I think she's
anymore.
a C minus.
You know why, though?
Yeah,
she's
yeah.
popping to the CD. Area.
I think because we're all waiting to see that moment when she goes crazy because we know that she's going crazy. So now
Yep.
we want to see it, you
Yeah.
know? And she
Yeah.
probably has to deal with that pressure and, you know.
I just want to say shout out to Whitney Houston, though. Props. all
Whitney.
day. I was watching Bodyguard, just popped down. I was like, oh shit, Bodyguard. Some Kevin Costner over here. What?
Right?
But-
Field of Dreams fame. I don't think they still caught those kids, though, that tore up
Really?
that field. Yeah.
This motherfucker.
I haven't looked into it, though, because just
Bullshit.
like everything else, right? It's like, yo, did you
But
hear?
they caught
And that
DMX,
was it.
right?
They caught DMX, man.
Womp
That's to speak on the
womp.
music, man. And yeah, it's not like it's huge news, but DMX is back in jail
Again.
again.
Hey,
again,
D, man,
and
keep your
again.
head up.
Again.
Keep your head up, dog.
Yeah, keep your head up and away from the cocaine.
Yeah.
motherfucker, okay? Keep your head
on the
up
road.
and not near the mirror.
Damn.
Yeah, DMX, he got, failed drug test, went back to jail. That's how it works,
It's
man.
so
Got every
hard.
So free my man DMX then. Why they got him, like, what's up with that?
What?
what to free
taking
him?
drug tests and, was he caught
Man.
doing drugs? Or was it just
Yes.
like,
Because DMX.
Yeah, 'cause
is
No,
woke.
but was he caught doing drugs because drugs were in his system? Because he, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was required to get a specimen or a sample from him?
Yes,
or,
because
Yeah, I
he
believe
he
that.
wasn't in jail in the first place because he went to rehab instead. So he did the thing where
He had to do the follow-ups.
because he kept. There were a couple, 3 or 4 times
Hey,
where
all y'all freedom lovers, leave the man alone.
3 or 4 times where he was found unconscious, brought back to life.
Yeah.
That type of thing. Like he's gonna die of
So
drugs.
who
It's
did
just
he
gonna
hurt?
happen. Huh?
Who did he hurt?
Himself, he not paying child support, all that
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, yeah.
Like,
Well, that's something different.
Yeah.
But,
I mean, he's hurting
uh,
himself by doing cocaine constantly, by doing cocaine and driving constantly, all that stuff.
Doing
the dude-
cocaine, that's on you by yourself. But once you get on the road, you gotta
Exactly.
step in.
Like, listen, if he stayed home and did cocaine,
yeah,
first off, he'd never be caught. So it's
Yep.
the whole doing it and then going out in public
Yeah,
and putting
and
other
risking
people in
our
danger.
lives, exactly.
Yeah.
but I think his friends and family were like, yo, if you're gonna do this, you got to get out the house because I'm sure it probably got
And
really
I'm sure
bad.
DMX was like,
But you know what I'm saying? But I don't want to leave. Gotta sneeze.
But they don't hear me though.
oh,
No,
dude.
man. So he went back to jail, and what I was saying earlier is it's crazy how the news stories paralleled of. It was just you're flicking through Yahoo News or whatever may have you, and it's like blah blah blah. Okay, this happened. Ronda Rousey went to WWE. DMX went back to jail. There's another school shooting. And like nothing stands out anymore. Like
Nothing,
from
nothing.
DMX going back to jail to a couple kids getting shot and killed, and this is how crazy
Again.
it is to where I don't even know where the fuck it happened. Like
Again,
that
I
doesn't
know.
stick at all. I have no clue where the school shooting was. No idea how many kids got shot. I know a couple of did. Then, like 2 days after it, there was a school shooting where a 12-year-old quote accidentally shot up her school. However, that works.
Hey man, I'm sure it's all fake news, but school
Shit.
shootings are at an all-time high right now. If
Yeah.
we're gonna put them on dates and start putting blood on
Well,
your hands,
we might as well just blame Trump, right? Because he's the president. So
that's
Fuck it.
all the gun violence that happened under Obama was to him. All the gun
Yeah,
violence
so it
under
works.
Bush to him, and Clinton to
you
him.
wear the pants.
But I do think it's
Do the
weird
dance,
how
take the chance.
Sit in the pool.
Dance with Romance. Listen,
Tell 'em.
it's crazy how we might need the tinfoil, but school shootings are passe now. That's wild.
That's sad.
Like we're okay
Yeah.
with school shootings, and now okay to where it doesn't matter if it happens, but school shootings got to the point where like, all right, you know what I mean?
I
Like
thought
it's
we
just
learned
not-
that all schools need like some sort of metal detectors or some sort. Like all schools need security guards in the hallways. I thought we were. Like 7 years ago, I thought we knew that, but I guess
Well,
we
some
don't.
schools do have them. It's nothing different in the inner city schools. School securities. It's funny. It gave a kid a ride who was got pulled over and needed to get a ride, and he was talking about the school officer was the one, and you know what I'm saying, he's just like, love to cut him a break, but he just didn't have all the right stuff. But
Oh man,
I don't know. I mean, it's there. It's not. Is it in the budget? But then we have to be. It's scary though, knowing that I guess having armed guard. I guess there's a difference between a security officer and having like an armed guard.
No, we all need kindergarten cops in every school, Schwarzenegger style, holding them down.
It's not a tumor.
This is not a tumor. No, but seriously.
No, but it's
We
weird.
gotta step up to safety.
The
but
cameras got to be there too. I mean, the cameras connected to the fucking police department. If I could think about this shit, come on, it ain't hard.
And good cameras too is another key, because you can rob a bank. I'm not saying do it, but you can rob a bank and their cameras are so shitty that they won't pick you up. Like this happened in Seymour. It wasn't a bank, but somebody's gas station got robbed, and they literally had a picture of the kid looking at the camera, and you can't tell who it is.
Say, hey, I'm a bank, I make billions, but I can't afford a fucking...
Why
Exactly.
And why do they do that? Everybody that robs something always looks at the camera,
Yep.
right?
Yeah.
I
think
know.
just to
stake
see
your
if
places
they're
out,
looking at
guys.
them.
You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna be stake it out. If not, like I don't know, apply.
Yes, even if the cameras are real.
Right? See, that's the other thing.
A
too.
lot of people put them up like that.
Crazy.
Yep.
But it's weird to circle back to like, it's, I wonder what will affect us eventually, because like nothing does anymore, and nothing.
We're gonna
It does.
pretty
It
soon.
does. No, but it is though. It's happening. It's pulling at your emotions and stuff.
We're on the
Like they're,
cusp.
they're drawing lines. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's I hate
Sacred geometry.
Buttons are being pushed.
right
that.
as evident in the
As we
last couple
speak.
of elections. It just feels like it's getting more and more put out there. It's like a face of evil that they're trying to present to you.
It's
But
like things are
speaking-
speeding up, though. You know what I mean? It's like just one after another. So
It's good, though.
there's
I
so
think-
many that you can't even concentrate on. Okay, this is a big thing, but hey, but then
Like
this
what's
happens the next
national
day,
news,
next day,
what's
next day,
world
next
news
day.
anymore, right? It all
Exactly.
blends together. It all blends together.
We'll find out soon, definitely. I think the faster we come to a crash, the better, so we could fix the wreckage and build something new.
Yeah,
The
rest in peace to
Phoenix.
Paul Walker. Rest in peace to Paul Walker.
But WWE mentioned threw it in there
Say
quickly.
something about Ronda?
Yeah, Ronda Rousey's with the WWE. We had the Royal Rumble.
That's gonna work for her.
Royal Rumble. No, I got a bad feeling
You
about
think
that.
so?
Same
Yeah.
here. I don't think it's gonna work
It's
for
gonna
her.
work for her paycheck.
For a
For
pocket.
a little
yeah,
bit,
yeah, yeah.
and then her feelings are gonna get hurt, and I don't know if she's got the heart for it. You know what I'm saying? Like these people, you have to love to be a successful wrestler. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah.
Like
Yeah.
John Cena and The Rock, they just get lucky. You know
and
what I'm saying? They
actually,
gave
I think
their
some of those female
Yep.
wrestlers are way better athletes than her.
And honestly,
no.
You know,
Performers, athlete. No, Ronda Rousey's in
Athlete
the
or
Olympics.
okay.
No
Okay.
way.
Okay.
Ronda Rousey would clean that place out. Every
think
girl
so?
would want to. Well, 90%, I would say. As far
I think
as
there's one or
fighting,
two girls that could make Ronda cry again.
Yeah, everybody. Again, what Mike Tyson say? Everybody's got a plan to get punched in the mouth. Yeah, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Ask Ronda Rousey; she'd be the first person to tell you that. But I don't know if she's got that that work ethic grind, or is she going to be like the Brock Lesnar? Like
I think the
do
fans
the
will eat her
four
up
paper-
until we see her acting skills.
How
if it's
good can
whack.
she speak on the mic? You know what I'm saying? Like that's
the thing.
Yeah.
where she's
Well, that's the thing. They got to
Charisma.
choose how they build her, and
Yeah.
I think they're gonna make the
She's a
mistake
heel.
of giving her the mic when she should have somebody like Paul Heyman. How Paul Heyman does for Brock Lesnar.
Yeah,
Jimmy
Brock-
Hart.
Look at
Exactly.
She needs
She
Jimmy
needs a
Hart.
Jimmy
Listen,
Hart.
they already gave her the bagpipes. She's already, you know what I'm saying? She's
Yeah,
already
she's already
She's
playing.
got
Piper.
Piper's music.
Piper,
But again,
yeah.
they're bagpipes, but she's already, when she was UFC, she
Okay,
was
well, that's
Rowdy
not that
Ronda.
hard then.
Yeah.
She's gonna play the same route. She's gonna come
No,
in.
but
beat up
come
their
on,
dust
Roddy
for a little
Piper
bit.
was a legend as far as being right. Come on,
They're
now.
gonna try to make her
Roddy
play
Pop-
the crazy cuckoo chick
Could
coming
she?
in.
I'd love that. That'd be great for her.
That's the only route she has to play Rowdy.
Yeah, to
This
be.
is from what I'm seeing here, it seems. I mean, I was hoping that maybe her fan base would definitely bring more fans. Obviously, that's what they're thinking. They're gonna get more people coming with fan base. Only thing her issue is she's not a good speaker.
But to me too,
She's not the
she's
Rock,
also
you know?
she's not. By no means is she a small celebrity, but she's not as big as she was when, like, say if she got beat by Holly Holm
Uh-huh.
and then made the jump, it'd be huge. But now it's been 2 years since then. It's still big news, but I'll put it to you like this: on YouTube, when shit came off, Ronda Rousey came out. Rey Mysterio came back. That shit got 3.9 million plays on YouTube. Ronda Rousey came back, 1.2 million. Like,
Yeah.
Trish Stratus came back, 1.1 million. Like,
Yeah.
it's not
Yeah.
that big of a deal anymore. It's still a
Gotcha.
big deal. But you also got to remember, too, she didn't touch anybody yet. She just came out, stared a couple people down, shook Stephanie McMahon's hand, pointed at the WrestleMania sign, all that thing.
She's playing Taz.
Her
now.
first match is going to be make or break. Because if she comes out and she doesn't know what the fuck she's doing.
Flat, hurt somebody.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If she can't throw someone against the ropes, take a clothesline.
Exactly. If she does the thing where she throws someone against the ropes and then they both just go, and fall down. Like,
yeah.
it's definitely going to be a first match make or break. But still, to your
It's going
point.
to look like video game wrestling.
Exactly.
Which happens in the women's division sometimes.
It does, man. It does. They got a lot better over the years,
Yeah.
but it's sometimes it's like, whoa,
That's
you're gonna
cool.
hurt somebody.
Yeah.
But yeah, personally, I think she needs a mouthpiece. I think they need to bring her in just like, listen, she's a badass. Take her back to that character where she's gonna tap you out in 30 seconds. Have her first 10 fucking matches be squash matches where she does her thing, boom, boom, armbar, tap out. Fuck you, let's go.
Yeah.
Build her up to be a
But
beast.
I don't know if enough women would want to actually do that, but we'll see. But here, listen.
What was
That's
Piper's
where it's
finisher?
Vince's sandbox.
Piper was a sleeper hold, I think,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
That's
You
what
know,
she needs
but
to
here
do,
was the
is
thing, though. No,
sleep
but
her
here
like
was
a fucking demon.
the beauty of Roddy Piper is there was no finisher because he was going to either lose, get disqualified, or like hit you with a chair. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
yeah,
it wasn't, you know.
Smack Superfly with a coconut
Yeah.
for real.
that was just classic wrestling.
Winning
right there.
didn't matter.
But look at Royal Rumble pass, and no one's, all the hype went to Ronda Rousey, which I think is kind of wrong because she had nothing to do but come out right after. First the Royal Rumble goes on, okay, which was kind of, some
Rumble,
good
Ronda
matches.
Rousey,
Then they had the Women's Royal Rumble, right, which was a tribute to the women, good thing.
They let the women headline, which was great. The Women's Royal Rumble went on last.
Yeah, now
Nice.
and now here's both of the winners. Semi-odd choices, but I guess interesting performers. Let's see how they go, if they'll let them have a title shot. But Ronda Rousey's name I don't know. I
Was
just
the
feel,
one to be said.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
And there were a lot of people that
like,
were sour about it.
Like, who were they? Because, again, it was a Japanese male and female.
Yeah.
But I don't remember their names, but again, like...
I was like people being upset when Conor McGregor got to fight Mayweather. It's like you're
And-
just jumping
Exactly,
in, taking all these.
Well, yeah, it just seemed like,
You don't deserve this.
I would have said throw her in a couple times. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like have her start
exactly.
some beef with some
Let
people.
her Goldberg some people.
Yeah, just whatever.
Yeah.
Instead, you're just like, hey, here's our 2018 Royal Rumble. Hope you enjoyed it. Hey, here comes Ronda Rousey here. Everybody, look.
Well, yeah, because this was a situation. The male winner his name is Shinsuke Nakamura. He came over about a year ago. Huge in Japan,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? And it's nice, too, because he's
Smart.
one of the first. You know how in WWE back in the day, you remember Funaki and people like that? They're like, they're there, but they're not doing shit.
Yeah.
Shinsuke's dope. Like,
Yeah,
he's
yeah,
really
yeah.
dope. He's got an awesome entrance. So now he won the Royal Rumble, so he gets to go main event WrestleMania.
Right.
Right now, the current champ is AJ Styles, is the one that he's going to fight, which is, on paper,
big.
it's going to be amazing.
Yeah.
The female winner, her name is Asuka. She's undefeated. Like, she came in from Japan as well. Badass, kicking people in the head for real. It's
Yeah.
like that. Yes, wrestling is wrestling, but sometimes you get kicked in the head for real.
No, but there's a reason to like seek out Japan wrestling. Though.
Yes.
You'll be like,
There- strong style to it. So this was part of the problem is now Asuka, she's undefeated, like 300, whatever. She started
Is
in
it ASKA, Asuka? Is that?
ASUKA. She started in the NXT, the feeder system for WWE. Undefeated there, won the championship, dropped the championship, came up to the main roster. Still won. She's undefeated, like 300-0, whatever the fuck. Including the Royal Rumble, she won that. So now she goes on to WrestleMania to whatever.
Wow.
But this was the problem where, okay, the female Royal Rumble headlines the pay-per-view. Boom, boom, boom. Asuka wins it. First women's Royal Rumble ever. Ronda Rousey comes out.
Yeah.
So it was kind of that like, man, these women got to do the Royal Rumble for the first time.
or
Blah,
maybe
blah.
what
It's
about?
so great.
Well, let me ask you this then, and it's, do no more. Is there a build up to Asuka versus Ronda, or would that be a train
Probably
wreck?
going to be
Because that might you describe somebody who would be
Yeah.
the wrestling equivalent to maybe Ronda in MMA. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yep. The only reason that it's not going to be it is because the rules of when you win the Royal Rumble, you have the choice of going to fight whichever champion you want to. And Ronda's not, but they might make Ronda champion so she could. You know what I'm saying? It's
okay.
when you win,
Okay.
because now they did the brand split again, so there's Raw and SmackDown. So when you win the Royal Rumble, you get to choose you want to fight the Raw champion or you want to fight the SmackDown champion. So
Gotcha.
Shinsuke had the choice to fight Brock or AJ, and he was like, I'm fighting AJ. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
But
the thing
again,
is, which belt's better, Raw or SmackDown? Is there
It's
like,
all, you know.
yeah, it's a branding
It's
thing. It
whichever
doesn't-
brand you like better, you know?
Yeah. And one of them is still the old NWA belt, right?
No, they
still
got
have
rid
a
of
version
that.
of that? No,
They got rid of that because they made the Raw Championship is now the Universal Championship,
Yeah.
and it's a different belt.
And they could have did that so well. NWA back in the day when they had the TV champ, that was awesome because you
Yep.
knew that every week you were going to see that guy
Yeah.
defend his title.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Nowadays,
good one.
you never know. You're just like, well, I got to watch WrestleMania, and you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, I guess Survivor Series,
Yeah.
and then like whatever's,
But on another thing that happened was with people, once again, yes, wrestling is predetermined. Doesn't mean that people don't get hurt. Doesn't mean that people don't lose their temper. Brock Lesnar, he's in a triple threat match with Kane and Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman is this
He's a
fucking
beast.
monster
He's
of
an animal.
a man. He's
Yeah.
like 7 feet tall. Just diesel as fuck. Like when you're 400 pounds and in shape, that's a scary person,
Yeah.
But start the match. The match started a little bit hot. Braun comes in, knees Brock Lesnar in the face for real. Like, it was an accident. It wasn't on purpose, but Brock Lesnar gets up, boom, punches him for real.
Yeah.
Dude's head goes down, punches him inside of the head for real. Says, and the camera, and because they got ring mics, so when you stomp on the floor, everything goes, you hear over the mic, slow the fuck down.
Yeah.
Then they continue like professionals. But it's
Yeah.
just, when it gets off the rails a little bit, it's fun,
Yeah.
man.
yeah,
It's fun.
that's why you watch though. You know what I'm saying?
you
Like
exactly.
that's why you watch though. Because
And this was the thing too. They didn't even shy away from it. They replayed it like 10 fucking times, and
Yeah.
I think they even used the word receipt. Where they were just like, and there's a receipt. You see him knee him in the head. You see him punch him in the head for real. It was awesome.
Hardcore.
that's
Beautiful.
cool.
But yeah, Brock is not someone to get pissed off, man.
That's
But
wild.
speaking of how you talk about with the championships and stuff, is they have kind of gone back to where it's not defended that much. Like Brock won it last year at WrestleMania.
Yeah.
And he's defended it since, but you'll see Brock every month, 2 months. He's not around like that. So it's an interesting thing now.
Yeah, the way they choose it. But real quick, just a reminder, if you're still listening in, you are listening to the 3 Piece and a Biscuit,
Hey.
right?
Yes.
Podcast.
Follow on Twitter.
or-
Also, we do have a Facebook page. Just search 3 Piece and a Biscuit. And we have I don't want to call it a fan page, a listener page if you want to keep up with any news.
It's a page. Check it out.
Yeah,
Exactly,
because
it's a page.
Yeah, because don't want you hitting up personal
You know
Facebook
the
and my
deal.
email. No.
Exactly.
Peace at.
So, but what else? So okay. So just to wrap up on wrestling, actually, here's to keep it into wrestling. XFL news or not? Is it going to be
Any
called
news?
the XFL?
Yeah.
It is okay. So you hear the latest from Vince about these the type of players
Do
that
tell.
are going to be able to play
Oh,
in
yes.
the league.
People with clean records?
Clean records,
wants
no,
clean-
yeah.
yeah.
As soon as you're a bad guy, you're out of the league.
There you go.
So this is going to tie in with the State of the Union and the whole nationalism movement. This is the league that will pay you and you
Well
could be-
played, Vince. Well played.
yeah, this is like I said, the whole buddy thing.
That's
like
it. Politics, man. How do you think you become the champion in wrestling? You gotta work it.
Play that game.
Play that game,
Like I
man.
said,
Politics.
this is all more of the game in there. People, it could have been sneaky before. I think now it's even more in your face.
Oh yeah, that's the
but-
best way to do it. They've been doing it to us like that the
Like I
whole
said,
time.
forever. That's why some of this stuff isn't new, but keep an ear out, and you'll see that
Good stuff right there.
It's all correlated. And big rumor, but the rumor that's supposedly true already is WrestleMania next year, MetLife Stadium, New Jersey. So I will definitely be there if that shit happens.
So what's that
That'd be dope.
WrestleMania tickets? What, like $100? How much?
Last year when I went, I paid $100.
you know,
Sounds
and
about right.
that's New Jersey, right?
The MetLife, yeah, New Jersey.
You know
Not
what?
bad.
And I would hope so. Do you know? I think from a Uber and Lyft point of view, that'd be off the hook money.
Yeah.
Just the drop offs there.
Yep.
I was actually thinking about this. This would be crazy for the Super Bowl. I thought about driving into Massachusetts because I was approved. I was Corey approved to
Nice.
drive in Massachusetts, and that would be great. But that's like a 3 hour. I'd have to leave like right after
Yeah.
the show.
Yeah.
But that would be crazy.
Yeah.
You have to keep in mind, calculate
And
right
you
there,
better
right
hope
back.
that the Patriots win. Because you don't want to
Well,
be
either
the
way,
Uber
people
with
gonna
the
be-
fucking...
But you know what though? I kind of wouldn't mind it, seeing that I don't like them. You know what I'm saying? It'd be like, yeah.
your vehicle might not like it even more if you're picking up some
I'd be
drunk
like, yeah,
ass.
tough break. He'll get them next year.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of that, are you... I hate the Patriots. I want Philly.
No,
He
I
wants
don't.
Philly. You just heard him.
Yeah, and I wouldn't want him.
Come on
no,
now.
absolutely not. Come on, Philly fans are the worst fans. 2 weeks in a
Definitely,
row,
yeah.
they punched a horse. Okay, they throw snowballs at Santa Claus. Okay, and then they put a statue up of a movie of Sylvester Stallone, and they
Yeah.
called him Rocky Balboa, who's actually like some guy from New Jersey in real life who Sylvester Stallone stole
Really?
his life from.
Yeah, yeah.
Crazy.
But
That
so,
story is
you know,
awesome, though.
Are
Yeah.
they Republican state or Democrat?
They're an
You never
American
know.
state.
You never
Do you
know.
see this guy? Like, you know what I'm saying? He's just
I'm
like,
saying,
hey,
you know,
look,
you
just
never
just
know.
in case I can't truly judge you by your skin, can you tell me what political party you're affiliated with? 'Cause
Well, I was waiting for you to bring it up. That's why.
well, it's a highly democratic, actually. Do your history. Do your history before you start spewing this hate that you consumed with. You know,
Hey.
I'm all about a positive America.
a positive America. What's America then?
Supporting your president.
When the president that you like?
If that's how you see it, yeah, I guess so.
Have you always supported your president?
No.
So then that would make you
I was
treasonous.
upset. I was upset. Yeah, just like a lot of people that you're going to see coming out pretty soon. A lot of treason going down. So living in some good times, y'all pay attention to the news and be excited when you see the worst shit happening.
No,
That's
but yeah,
on a
it-
T-shirt.
how's
That's on
everyone-
a T-shirt right there. Be excited when you see the worst shit happening.
Yeah, it's the truth.
And buy a dirt bike. I'm telling you, you're not gonna be able to get away in your
Yeah.
fucking car.
Seriously.
Yeah, actually,
Buy
I
a
was thinking
fucking
about
dirt
the
bike.
bug out bag, like what to put in it. What would you, if you had the grab real quick, okay, emergency sounds going, and you have, I guess a couple backpacks. What would you take?
I would take an axe. I would also take some sort of first aid kit. I would try to find, if anything, some water filtration, and then possibly just some sort of, they got those emergency blankets. But the axe, so you could do many things with the axe. Obviously. You
Yeah,
can
well,
firewood
I'd be all about a
with the
weapon.
axe.
Yeah.
Axe. I mean, obviously, if are we talking zombie
No,
apocalypse?
no,
type shit?
no.
You're talking
If-
right now, legit.
Yeah, like legit. Not that you had to arm
I would
yourself.
still
with-
take the axe.
Yeah.
I still
Well, no,
would take
I
the
would.
axe.
Yeah, I would say the axe, the
gun,
water,
no, I mean-
batteries, right?
If you could get your hand on a gun,
Batteries, flashlight.
not
absolutely,
everyone could
yeah.
get your hand on a gun. So I'm thinking as if not everyone could get one. But yeah, protect
Gotcha.
yourself.
Protein
What
powder.
about you? Protein powder?
You probably want to get a bag of
He's
protein
right.
powder as much as you could, man. And then they sell the water bottles with the filter in them. That would be like perfect.
Yeah,
to
but
have.
do you have one?
I do, yeah.
Yeah, see,
Yeah.
that's dope.
He's
That's
ready.
dope. Yeah.
He's been doing his research. Good job. But when's the
Compass
The
would be
time.
key to have
Yeah.
a compass. Just to know where
I
you're going.
have a compass on my key.
Hello.
hopefully it happens in the summertime, not wintertime.
I know,
Right?
I know. That's the other part too. Yeah, because the
So-
food part. But
In the
and then they
wintertime, you definitely you'd want some flint and steel, something like that. So definitely a fire making device.
yeah, but see, I don't think everybody would have that though. See, I don't know.
That'd be another. You can definitely get them for your keychain. That would be key for the keychain.
right.
Yeah,
Put those
keychains,
up.
they got access to do it too on the back.
A little Flintstone,
Telling
right?
you, multi-purpose.
Flintstone, not Fred, Wilma.
Exactly. Not the vitamins.
Yes, sir.
So yeah, I'm not sure what would They say you should have one ready.
Yeah, in the trunk or something like that.
Yeah, I haven't.
It'd probably be something good to get on.
I think probably 90% of people right now are not ready.
No,
I
yeah,
agree.
definitely. A lot of people would die,
1000%.
right away. It'd be crazy chaos. You know what was
Yep.
there's that TV show called Revolution. They touched on that a little bit.
Yeah.
Like they would
Mm.
go
I
flashbacks
remember
to
that
like
show.
what
That's
had
a good one.
happened, or actually some I Am Legend.
Yep.
What do you think
Yep.
about that? Is that something that can happen?
Possibly if there's going to be some sort of scientific breakthrough and we thinking we're doing something, we get some crazy disease, like some sort of Resident Evil type shit. Who knows?
Dude, I think.
Would you be down for it? That'd be my question.
I would not. No.
I
No?
think.
No.
No, if you-
I'd prefer Bitcoin to hit 1 million. Live in a healthy world.
So you'd prefer the money versus the life?
No, I
the
didn't say the
eternity?
money. I'd prefer the prosperity of not having to struggle through this debt system. If that's what you're talking about.
Well,
'cause
no.
me and you were born into a system of debt, whether we liked it or not. So I'd prefer to be in a system where we're free to do what we want to do without worrying about.
But in order to do that, you would need the prosperity you're referring to as financial prosperity, though.
No, I would refer to the store of value for human race to find something different rather than the American dollar. Oh, quiet silence. He ain't got shit to say on that
Because
one.
it's got nothing. didn't answer the question.
Okay,
But
well, that's what I believe in. I believe in the future where things are going to be positive for a lot of people, and we're not going to have to struggle. I mean, God forbid, I don't want to be part of a system where we're
listen.
Okay.
Live forever.
The meaning of life is that it stops. Okay.
Bars.
So if you want to be happy,
No. But again, you're just like, stay in the box. Stay in the box.
What box?
The one where you're gonna die.
Only box I'm talking about is the box that shows my Bitcoin.
Speaking of which, how's yours doing? Because the fake media keeps reporting that everyone's losing money. China wants.
You're only losing money if you're selling.
All right,
Oh.
so
Anything else
hold
to
it.
say after that?
Hold it.
Hold it.
I'm asking you.
You got any?
Hold on
Do
for
I want
one
any is
more
the question.
day.
Do you want any?
Nope.
Okay, you heard that first, folks. The first sucker right here.
This guy. Wow. You could. Would you sleep?
Mr. Finkel, laces out. What?
Would I what?
Go ask him what.
Go ahead. Take
You're the one with the question.
this guy right here.
Fucking guy over
it's
here.
okay. Hey, it's okay to trust in Bitcoin. Not everyone's gonna be for it. I understand that. Not everyone's gonna believe in it. I get that. Be careful. Whatever money you do put in, you might lose it. This is only for people that really believe in something.
Because you're gonna die anyway.
Exactly. So the meaning of life is that it stops. Enjoy it at the moment. Beyond that,
I hope we
You know,
get to
sound
a. I hope
no,
we
the
get.
volume isn't up.
I hope we get to a point of Black Mirror consciousness where we can download our consciousness and put it into new bodies. I think that'd be so fucking
So
awesome.
that's what I'm saying. So getting back. So that's
I would
another
love
thing
that.
you wouldn't be.
I wouldn't be down for that. No.
All right.
But-
Is that okay?
No,
No,
but
I was just asking again.
no, but check it out.
You,
I'm
you don't
talking
want Bitcoin,
like,
and I don't want my consciousness plugged into a machine.
no, but this is
I'd
what I'm talking
rather-
about. It's deathbed situation. Like, hey,
Yeah,
I'm
that's-
about to die, or I have the chance of getting my
Putting you in
consciousness
the
put
matrix
into
and making
another
you live
body.
forever, and then I could put you through trauma or anything forever. You're not even aware what that was going.
No, you can still
I
pull the plug,
personally
stuff like
believe
that.
in. I believe in something after death. So I mean, you're talking to someone that obviously you're not gonna get through to me, because I'm set in my ways.
I'm not trying to change your mind. I'm just
Yeah,
asking
yeah.
if you fucking.
Yeah.
I'm not like,
even
this is what you have to
just
do.
want
I'm
to
just
think
asking.
objectively about something. You know what I'm saying? Everything isn't
Yeah, I know.
directed or defined in a.
Yeah, if my answers are making you feel a certain way, I'm sorry, but
No, it's
Totally.
understanding a question.
the question
The
was,
beauty
do I want my conscience to be put in a box? I said no, because I think that at some point I'm going to pass away and be rejoined with family members spiritually, okay? I don't want to live forever stuck in a box while there's an opportunity for me to live eternally another way, not the man-made way. Is that bad? I don't think so. Chedda Mike, hit him up. Twitter.
Right.
It'd be good for you. Plus, the
So for more information on that, though, that's right. Yeah, Bitcoin coming to a close. We're
Bitcoin-
75% through.
Yeah, they hit the 7,500 drop mark and then bounced back up pretty soon. By mid-February, March, you're gonna see Bitcoin hitting 13 to 14,000. By April, it might be hitting 26 to 28,000. By May, 36,000.
There's your futures prediction right there in
There
Bitcoin.
you go. So if you're not in yet, find
Still
a
got
way.
time.
Still got.
There's
plenty
still
of
hope.
time.
You can
Still.
change, convert them.
Possibly. What else though? I was gonna say Special Olympics.
Yeah, that's it.
I might need to be in that right now.
Oh, that's what
Winter
you're listening
Olympics.
to.
You guys following that or no?
I can't say I am. No, the Winter Olympics has always been one of those things. Like, if I turn on the TV, which I don't anymore, because I'm really just one of those like Netflix and movies and stuff like that. I really turn on my computer or watch TV kind of like to go to sleep. During the day, I'm doing other stuff. But it was always cool back in the day to turn on and watch a couple bobsled runs, a couple of
Yeah.
things like that, But
I like the one with the skis and the rifle. They run down the
Yeah.
course and shoot the.
Yeah.
but in terms of like keeping up with it, I can't say I am. How about you?
I'm going to just for the obviously this is like people tuning in to see if there's going to be like going to a NASCAR race to see a car crash.
You want to see
Yeah, yeah.
disaster?
I don't want to see disaster, but I mean I think there's a lot of people that are tuning in to be like, oh, let's
You
see what's
think-
going on. Are there going to be any political stunts or are there going to be any this or that? You know?
Right.
I thought it was interesting that they're making North Korea and South Korea fucking walk under the same flag.
Are they
That's
making
wild.
them though? I mean, I thought Trump said, "Hey, you guys walk out together." South Korea said, "Hey, we're walking out together."
There's a lot of hearsay. I mean,
I don't think it's up to Trump by any means.
Well, that's how I heard the deal got together. Like, They're walking out together, like, yeah.
No, I know that they're walking out together, but what does Trump have to do with it? That's what I'm asking.
Some
Like, it
people
doesn't.
thought when he mentioned bringing down the bombs about who's got the bigger button, some people think, well, the media thinks that when he said that forced North and South Korea to work together to find some sort of agreement.
Ah, that's
I don't know if you
interesting.
Well, I didn't know
I don't know
that
if you
was
were
the
referring to
reason
that.
why he took credit, but I know that
part of it.
they came together and said, hey, we're gonna walk out together.
That's wild.
So was that the reason behind it? And again, just going back to saying, if,
And then also they were
I don't know if
saying-
it's the real Twitter,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
him, taking credit for it. So
That is
How would
interesting.
you know the real Twitter? Would it be by the blue check mark, or is
that's
that
why I
even
don't.
legit anymore?
I don't know which
You know?
one is.
I'm not sure.
Again, there's Will Ferrell, there's Ferrell Will.
Yeah, yeah.
They both got blue check marks?
A lot of fake news.
It's all out there,
I have to check that out.
Don't
on
know
Twitter.
which one is which, but
If you know the answer to that,
It
comment
wasn't-
down below.
again, something that he's taking credit for, right?
Yeah.
You would have to say would have to be true.
I don't
He's
know.
taking credit for something.
I don't know. I think people give Trump both good and bad too much.
Good.
So, I think
I think it's interesting that he would take credit for it because aren't we in kind of like a fuck you war with North Korea of like my button's bigger, that type of thing?
Well, we're saying
Yeah.
it's control the world. I don't want
the
to say go back to control the world, but like, yeah, hey, look at like this is how it's got to be. I mean, right? We're the referees of the world.
We try to be, unfortunately.
and North Korea is a little kid that wants to get in the ring, and now when Trump talks to him, it's like he acknowledges him as a big boy now, coming to the ring now type.
Yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Like that was also that's not my own thoughts. I'm just spewing shit off the media and what fucking they're feeding to millions of Americans.
Speaking of Winter Olympics, are we still dominant in basketball, or do we even send good players anymore?
Well, yeah, we are because
We're still good.
we're still sending pros. But my thing about the Olympics and watching, are there still going to be kids in it? Because what I was thinking about with the Olympic part to tie in first on a side subject, you saw the Larry Nassar thing. Did you see the one father who went and attacked? Went to go attack him?
And I
he
hope
actually
he
asked the
does
judge.
no-
He was just like, "Hey, can I just get 5 minutes?"
yeah,
with the
yeah.
guy?
Then he asked for 1 minute, then he was like, fuck, I got to take it
Yeah,
now.
yeah. So he just decides to jump him in the courtroom. Obviously, gets nowhere.
Yeah.
But what I
But
hope,
literally, that's his only, like, I give him credit because, listen, dude's going to jail for 170 years. This is literally your only time to try to punch him. Go for it.
Right, yeah, no, I understand that, but there's also like 175 other, other people, which makes him. You would hope that karma would come back to this guy, some way. But when we get into child Olympians, are there any winter child Olympians, and like, do we need to be sending children there? You know what I'm saying? Because we're sending professional basketball players.
Yeah.
Like what's
I mean,
what
they
is what
probably
is
are
the
for
Olympics?
gymnastics.
Shouldn't
Shouldn't
by
it- shouldn't
child
it be-
Olympians.
Shouldn't that be something separate? Like we're going into the we're going to the Olympic. You would think that these are professionals.
Age group
right?
for Olympians or what? I mean, what's a child Olympian?
I don't know. I would just be thinking.
I know some
Olympians
of
were
those gymnasts
athletes
are
and
definitely
adults.
not,
Well, none of the gymnasts are, but I'm saying
Yeah.
like even figure skating's like, are we asking too much? Shouldn't these kids be kids?
I think there's
or should
I
they-
think there's
I
age-
believe it was Burger King Kids Club that said where a kid can be a kid, if I do recall correctly. But no, I feel you on that. But and then that all comes down to the parents and shit. Like even speaking of the Larry Nassar thing, where there's to me, you don't get that fucking far into molesting people without somebody knowing. I'm not saying that people were in cahoots with it, but there were definitely parents looking the other way. Like because
there has to be the dude that jumped the guy had 3 daughters. How do you lose touch with your own kids that 3 of your daughters can't tell you what's going on?
Yeah. Well, this is the other thing too. I'm not a parent, but in my opinion, if my child ever came up to me and said, "Daddy, somebody's touching me inappropriately," it's fucking on. Now, this happened where that kid said that to their parents, and then the parents were just like, "Oh, honey, no, it's not happening." Like,
Yeah.
fuck every
Child
part of
molestation's
that.
been going on for so long. It's fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
age
what
is
about
16
the,
to get into the Olympics?
Okay, so but that's what I'm saying. But the training it just seems like it's too much for them.
Yeah.
I think it's like a
Yeah.
child actor type thing. It usually fucks them up.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can't see anything.
Like that one girl with the smirk. Remember she was big in the Olympics because she won a silver
Yeah.
Olympic. But like she's like now trying to be a rapper and shit like that.
She's all
it.
posting all crazy stuff. It was
Yeah.
just like, well, if he didn't touch you, then you might not be doing that. Then I don't know. I'm not.
It's
saying-
crazy to hear with all these stories though. It's like you really gonna need moderators in rooms for kids with certain age groups when things are going on. Like it's gonna get to that point. Like
Well, it should have always, right? You can't question.
yeah,
You can't question.
it should have been, but yeah, that's how Disney gets away with putting all this pervasive shit in their literature and fucking
Disney's owned by Satan.
satanic. Satan and Lucifer.
So where are we at? We're almost coming to an end. It's the three-piece and a biscuit. Hope you've enjoyed it. What people? Driving, riding,
Enjoy
walking.
the Super Bowl.
Exactly, man. If you're
If
driving,
you're
if
working
you're riding,
out,
if you're
listening
walking,
to this, you got to be fucking swole out of your mind.
They're gonna love
Oh,
this one
yes.
today. So this one was a spicy conversation we had today. It was good.
Yeah, I know. I want to start listening to see where we lose track. We get derailed.
But people, when you do stop by the show, please leave a comment, good or bad. Tell us what you think, what's good, what's bad about it, some suggestions.
like, subscribe, share.
Share,
you know?
yeah. Tweet.
Eventually, we'll get it.
Retweet.
So we'll get on some audio-only platforms. So if you just want to do the audio thing, but
That's
even
right.
now, we got it on YouTube. There's plenty of just just search anything in Google, YouTube to MP3 if you want to download the audio for yourself. Like we said, man, hit like, hit subscribe,
Yeah.
maybe share it with a friend. You know,
That's right.
let people know what's going on if you like it. But even more if you don't like it, that seems to
Please.
get better volume. So.
Please.
Am I getting played off right now? What's happening? What's happening?
Time's running short.
Yeah. But no, man. Yeah, let's bring this to an end. So this is week 5, man, and we're just gonna keep going with it. So we thank you for listening to 3-Piece and a Biscuit. Now, once again, that's on Twitter. The number 3-Piece Biscuit at 3-Piece Biscuit. We got Chedda Mike
Don't
on
splash the pot.
Chedda Mike on Twitter at Chedda Mike. Now,
Michael John at Chedda Mike.
now it's spelled CHEDD.
CHEDDARMIC.
Word. I'm
Aye.
on
Cheesy Mike right here.
Twitter at Lil Mattress, LILMATTRESS. I do have another podcast that I do with my boy Young Pastry. That's Watermelon versus Pumpkin. You can find us at watermelonversuspumpkin.com. That's
Plug that.
watermelonvspumpkin.com. Other than
Right.
that, Finkel, what's up? How you
That's all
feeling?
I got. We got Super Bowl prediction. We have the Patriots winning, unfortunately. They're going to win big. I think we're looking at like a massacre. It's going to be like a 42-9. Okay.
I
Ooh.
wouldn't be surprised
So,
the Eagles
let's see.
win, but hey.
I guess, I got to say,
A
not that
typical
I'm
Patriot
rooting,
fan, just before the game, they're like, I'm not going to say anything before the game.
not that I'm rooting.
But after, I will say, I
I'll
told
tell
you so.
what, I did read an article, and we all know how gullible I am when I read things on the internet, and they did say the Eagles were going to win.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He told me that the
He
fix
said,
was
she
in.
said.
He told me that he came to me and said the fix was in. Did you hear Vikings Patriots? Okay, so
When he mentioned the asteroid, so that has a lot to do with it, with the effect of how we throw the ball. So be careful. Gravity's a bitch.
Pay attention to the moon.
Even
That's
though
what
it's
we're
just a
saying.
theory.
Pay attention to the moon.
And we out.
And we out. 3-Piece in the book.
Beautiful. How long was that one? A little over an hour?
56 minutes. We have 3 hours before the game.